All right, brothers. Back at it once again. Past Master Dario Fermaint, Odenton Lodge, number 209 here in Maryland. All right. I wanted to chat with you all real quick, just a short drive chat. So I was just helping another past master here at the lodge, at the temple, to work on a freezer in our kitchen. Standard stuff. Maintenance needs to happen. For some reason, things stop working. Luckily, his career was refrigeration, air conditioning and refrigeration. So, a man that knows what to do, right? How to handle the situation. He is. My favorite saying or statement that calms the room down is, "Don't worry, I've seen this before." So, all that being said, he's seen it before, knew exactly what to do, where to go, where to check for the most likely issue, and bam, found it in no time at all. Now, why that made me think of making a video is, Freemasons come from everywhere, right? We all have our own different vocations and professions, and we're specialists in different things, right? And oftentimes, you will find yourself in the lodge with a line of officers that have their own specialties, but oftentimes you won't have somebody that is a specialist in the problem that you have at hand, right? Most of the time, when it comes to the lodge, you need leadership, somebody that's good with that. You need somebody that's good with, time management and paperwork and knows how to understand kind of the jurisprudence of how the Grand Lodge needs things to operate. And, so that's great, right? You have those people that are skilled or specialized in that way. But there's always going to be a time when you need somebody or a skill that you don't have and no one in your line has. But odds are there's somebody in your lodge that has that skill, or a neighboring lodge that has the skill that you need. And I think that there is a trap that a lot of worshipful masters run into, that it's kind of when I was in the Navy, they called it line of sight tasking. It was like, this is who you saw, and or at least was on your books, and so you would that was your workforce. So you would reach out to just those people, and if you didn't have that skill, you called it a day, and that was just something that you didn't do. But in the lodge, we tend not to reach out as far as we should be. It's an all-volunteer organization, as Past Master Ken Adams would highlight to us. It's tough to get, you can't force anybody to do anything, right? But at the same time, as he also said, if you don't ask anybody to do something, they're not going to do it, because they don't know that you need them to do it, or what is oftentimes the case, they don't want to assume you need their help. This is a common, I'm making this turn. This is very common, right? No one wants to seem like a know-it-all or a jerk or look like they're undermining you in some way, especially as the worshipful master. So then they will assume you know what their skills are, and they will assume that if you wanted their assistance, you would reach out to them directly and ask for their assistance. Okay? And as you know, being a worshipful master or being a past master, you don't know that. You don't know anything about that. Unless it's written down on a list of skills that members have, which is a good idea to do. You don't know that. Who can do what. So you have to kind of put the all hands notice out. And it could become tedious, right? So you're like, every single time something goes wrong, you got to put the word out saying, hey, does anybody know about refrigeration? Does anybody know about electric? Does anybody know how to strip and wax the floor correctly, right? Because there's a lot of people that can follow directions, but there's always those nuances that professionals know about that the laymen do not, right? And if you're a professional in anything, which I'm sure you are, you know what I'm talking about, right? So, all that to say, I think that's what we need to start doing, right? Getting involved not just with the lodge itself, but probably the Temple Holding Corporation to put those, to grow that network, and then of course engage with your other local lodges to learn what they have, right? Because I've never met a brother that had a skill that when you ask them, hey, I know you're not part of my lodge, but would you mind coming over to my lodge and helping out with this small thing? I've never met a brother say, no, you're not, I'm not part of that lodge, so therefore I'm not going to help. I've never met that. I've never met a brother like that, and frankly, that wouldn't be a brother, right? So, that being the case, I think the lesson learned here is, try to know the brothers in your lodge, right? Know what your workforce looks like, so to speak. Never assume that they know everything that you need, right? Or that they know all about your needs. So putting the word out to that body and growing your network out as far as possible, right? So not just your lodge, but the holding corporation, which probably extends to other lodges that meet at your building. And then getting engaged with other lodges in your local area, right? At least in your county. And then that way, when you do need help, you can always put the word out to them. And they get the message, too, that you're willing to help them in their time of need as well. And, at the end of the day, you get the work done. You get what you need accomplished. And, you grow your relationship with another brother a little bit more, right? I'm a firm believer that men learn best from other men, and we grow and strengthen relationships from working together, right? I've never met anybody, I guess you can meet party friends and everything that just meet and grow a relationship just based on kind of partying. And I guess you can do that to a certain extent depending upon where you are in your life. But for the most part, those lifelong friends that we have, the strongest friendship bonds are built and grown or planted in labor. So laboring with each other is, to me, the best way to grow a strong relationship and fraternal bond with other men. So, all that to say, if you need help, ask. And if you see someone struggling, ask if you can help, right? And then learn from each other. All right, brothers, that is it. Thanks again for tuning in. Again, Past Master Dario Fermaint, Junior Past Master right now of Odenton Lodge, number 209 here in Maryland. I'm having a great day. Again, you see me, I'm coming home from the gym. It is another fantastic day. I love these Saturdays. They work out every time. And I will talk to you later. All right, brothers. Thanks again.